Welcome back to Berkeley, California, the Speaker Aquatics Complex. Our next match is underway. This is the first, or rather the final match of the first round, as it pits the Cal Golden Bears, the home team here, as they take on USA University. That's University in the white caps, Cal in the dark caps. Cammie Craig, Greg Meskel here with you. Scott Volz, Hadi Farid, our officials in this one. Live stats available of this match at thefosh.net as we get underway, looking inside, and inside the 2 is the call. And the ball will turn over and go back to Cal. This Cal team, largely the college team here at the school, minus some of their players that are competing with the national team or with their clubs. As an example, Johnny Hooper, a standout for Cal, just stole the ball from his college teammates. He's playing with the university squad. This university team was among the leaders in the National League with Olympic Club and the New York Athletic Club at 5-1 on the regular year.
Feeling right at home, Cal might have a home court advantage here this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Won a national title in this pool just a couple of years ago after about a 10-year drought. Talking with Johnny Hooper yesterday, he just loved the idea of playing in this pool, even though he's, of course, playing for the U.S. squad in this instance. Just still, there is something about being in your home water.
So much pride that goes into it.
Got the folks checking in already on the live stream. Anna from Long Beach.
LBC.
Alberto from Mexico City. Rachel from San Diego. We've got an exclusion on this end. Nikos Delagrammaticus departing, and a 6-on-5 now for the university team. They've got Alex Wolf in the goal, coming off of a nice run with Team USA in New Zealand, taking gold there, splitting time with Drew Holland. Redirect in front, slammed home. That's a goal for Ben Halleck. So the Olympian from Stanford, Ben Halleck, jams that one in, and it's a 1-0 lead for University.
The setup for the redirect is so difficult for a goalie to read, as he looks like a threat to shoot at any moment, and then passing that off for an off-speed shot.
Halleck, a little bit like you in the idea that he was an Olympian and then had to go back to school. He started a little bit earlier where he was an Olympian and then even redshirted his freshman season. But how is that a challenge to be at that high level and then go back to the college game? I'm sure the expectations are a mile high.
Yeah, I think, you know, the level of play was both competitive, and it's a different style of play, right? The way that I played on Team USA versus the style of play I played at USC. And just kind of being flexible and playing both of those styles. But I think, yeah, like you said, the expectation and of leadership and play coming back off of competing in the 2008 Olympic Games was there, but I also felt ready to take on that responsibility after the experience I had of competing in an Olympic game.
And as it turned out, both of you played very well off the Olympic Games in your college seasons that followed, fit right in. An exclusion here on University. Power play here for Cal, that pass a bit high. Around the perimeter they work it. Good look inside. Masmanides. Odysseus surfacing and delivering. He has been a tough cover in the men's college game. Big lefty center that can stay mobile and also score in close.
Great patience, the pause to the finish, being able to give himself the opportunity to read the goalie and put the ball away.
So 1-1 early here. More shout-outs. Sharon from Christchurch, New Zealand. We've been there.
Yes, we have.
Thanks for checking in. Craig, enjoying Cal Day here on the campus. On the other end, back-to-back we go. University, and it was Hannes Dobé
Watch Hannes change his angle here, stepping up onto his legs, and then finishing, creating that lane for himself, cross cage.
And he played well as well for Team USA in New Zealand in the university squad, but Hannes still finishing up in high school at Orange Lutheran in Southern California. (2-1) University leads. A fight for it here. Ordinary called. Massimini just wanted something more than that. Big knockdown there on the perimeter. And a little too much. The exclusion. Cavanaugh goes off. Power play here to Cal. Few fakes across the way and sailing it high. A little too much air underneath that attempt. And now even strength.
Oh, no call on that.
And the ball comes back to Cal. Bears push it ahead. This is Chase Hamming controlling. In front, steps to the ball and puts it home. Jordan Hoover.
Great setup, holding that inside water. Great live entry. Got the job done.
The hand extended, everybody going for it. Hoover there first. Goalie out, ball in.
I think it would have been easy to work for a call there, but nice to see him go for the finish.
All tied at 2. Cal Golden Bear and University. On the other end, the exclusion called. Halleck working in close. Big field block, could hear the deflection.
So much energy that comes off those field blocks. It's almost better than scoring a goal. It's like what we like to call stuff.
Off the stuff, the other direction, the save. Wolf gathers that.
Great transition. Couldn't quite finish it.
University back on the attack. Dunstan. Save there. Bernardo de Oliveira coming up with the stop. In transition, Cade Cruz. Goes back out high, shot clock to 5. And they'll dump it aside. Kirk Everest leading this. Leading this Cal Golden Bear squad. Now Halleck moving in, and Ben Halleck hits for University.
A little miscommunication on help defense, pulled defense a little too far out of place. Having to play a little catch up there. Creating a great opportunity for University.
University being led by senior national team head coach Dan Radovicic. Getting a chance to work with a lot of the guys that have been competing with the senior team for Team USA. So USA, University, and Cal all even at 2 here. Actually, University now has gone ahead 3-2 after that most recent goal. Live stats available at thefosh.net. And you'll need those updates because another goal, this time on the other end. Another from Asmanitas. Caught the back end of that one, but it was a goal for Cal. Did you ever want to be the center that would also, not that you never stepped out and took a shot here or there, but could also let one fly from 5-6 meters?
Absolutely. I was talking about this morning. I said I would love to feel the feeling of taking a shot without someone hanging all over me. Perimeter players, at times just to set themselves up and take a free shot. They call me the sniper every once in a while. Adam would let me be on the outside on 6-on-5, and you bet I took full advantage of that opportunity.
You have to. I mean, if you're out there, let it fly.
You got it.
On the other end now, University on the counter. Screusing in and putting it over the top. Marko Vavic hitting on the counter. Has help, but defender picks up there, so he'll go all alone.
Staying horizontal but crafty with his fake. Gave him the opportunity to put that ball where he wanted it.
Less than a minute to play. High scoring first quarter, now 4-3. University leads. And a steal. Cavanaugh comes up with it. He's off to the races. Here comes University. Filling a lane, save. De Oliveira almost went out onto the street.
Great save. Pumped the goalie up there.
And so a timeout called by University. Coach Radovicic will talk things over with his group. It's a 1-goal lead for this University team. And so he'll draw things up and get his group ready. Gavin Arroyo working with this squad as well. Former Cal standout in his playing days, now the head man at Long Beach State. And there's Kirk Everest, also a former Cal Bear. Don't forget, more action to come. We get into the semifinals after this game, as Olympic Club will be back in the water. They'll be taking on the LA Athletic Club.
I'm sure they spent their break refueling,
Yes.
eating some good meals, staying off their legs, resting, relaxing, and getting ready for game 2 here today.
And that's the real challenge, because you're coming off the short rest. You've had a game. It's a big game. Looking forward to that one. In the meantime, out of the timeout, University attacking. Less than 10 seconds to play here. From the outside, just off the mark. A fight for it. And it'll go the other way. That was Sawyer Rhodes on the attempt. On the other end, that one sails wide of the cage. And 1 quarter complete. Good one here between University and Cal Golden Bear. Second quarter coming up. It's a 1-goal lead for University. We are back with more after this.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Second quarter has begun with the opening sprint, and Cal controls. This is Shafak Simsek from Turkey, wearing the 5 cap. And now Chase Hamming. Ordinary called. Good pressure here from University out of the gate. Masmanides and a turnover. And we've talked about the feel. You know, each game has almost been 4 different movies, so to speak.
Right.
This one definitely has kind of a matched intensity on both sides to start.
I would agree. The flow of the game's going well, and like you said, the matched intensity of both teams is on point.
Dubé goes outside and a save. Oliveira. Cal pushing ahead. Here's Simsek. Left-hander looking inside. Looking for Masmanides, and frustration there. Couldn't find that one.
Asking for a lower pass, a little too high there. Wanting it to land on the water.
Wolf now. Goes to Dubé. Dubé and Vavic out high. Dubé moving in. Oliveira there with the left. Knocks that one away. That pass, it was lower, but too much pace on it. Got past Masmanides. And Wolf, current goalie for UCLA.
It's a different look with a left-handed center.
Dubé on the move. Oliveira. Goalie's making stops here in the second. field block. A stuff, if you will.
A stuff. That's right.
Inside, stepping out,
Nice
stepping
finish.
in with a score. Halleck again just creates room down low.
He's receiving that pass that Cal's been looking for, right on the hand, on the water, so that he can do his job and set and finish the ball.
And Ben Halleck does exactly that. From Southern California, but has become a key piece of the Stanford Cardinal attack. Nice crowd here today at the Speaker Aquatics Complex. Beautiful weather. And also Cal Day on campus, so bringing out lots of students, alums, family. I think we've converted a few folks to Water Polo Academy. They've drifted in off the street, enjoying the game.
I'd say so. Oh.
Power play, a knockdown. Things were looking good there.
Yeah, maybe rush the opportunity a bit.
Masmanides, a long way from home, lets it rip and well off the mark. Wolf. Hooper ahead of the field. Lots of faking. And then a contra. Off the ball. University turns it over. Bad pass. Picked right out of the air. Jake Earhart.
A few quick turnovers leading to quite a bit of swimming here.
Under 4 to play here in the first half. A lot of back and forth, as you mentioned.
Big turn.
Keeper out, but a penalty.
There you go. You'd like to swim, or you like to win those swim battles, right? Who's going to grab control? Who's going to put the game in place after swimming and getting up and down? And this 5 meter is just that.
Hooper to take the 5 meter after the penalty on Cruz. Looking to put University up 3. And he does. Johnny Hooper hitting 6-3. University in front. University led 4-3 after 1. They've scored 2 more here unanswered to go up 3.
Short pass leading to a steal.
And now a counter. Moving all the way in and hitting. Marko Vavic takes it all the way to the house. And quickly now University starting to pull away, ahead 4.
There's definitely a momentum swing here, putting the last 4 goals in.
Really knocked the cap off the goalie right there. Cal will try and work their way back in. Exclusion called. Here's a good start, and Coach Everest will call for time. 7-3 deficit for Cal. They'll have some time to talk it over. 3:15 left in the second quarter.
It's the turnovers that are leading University into these counterattack opportunities, transition opportunities, and if Cal can just take care of the ball a little bit more and not have as many turnovers, it's going to change their game.
Both teams have failed to convert on the 6-on-5, both 0 for 3. As I touched on some of the stats here, turnovers, of course, they've been an issue for Cal. Halleck has 3 goals to lead University, 2 from Marko Vavic. For Cal, 2 from Masmenides, and then 1 from Hoover, and that's all for the moment. Shout out to Brendan watching from Baltimore, Maryland. Don from Leesburg, Virginia. Got lots of folks watching here from all over the country. Cal on the advantage out of the timeout. Missed pass, looking inside and confusion there. Looking for Della Grammaticus, who gave a look like, I was never catching that.
Right.
On the other end, in front, off the post. Big opportunity there and unable to convert. Vavic in close. So Cal dodges a bullet there after the turnover. Quick shot, Masmenides, nothing there. Rebound after the save from Wolf, and now Wolf out to grab it. In transition, we've got double exclusions. Referees sorting this one out. Timeout called by University. So 5-on-5 coming here after the timeout with the double exclusion, as Kirk Everest will talk things over. Exclusions go against Odysseus Masmenides for Cal and Ben Halleck for University. So 5-on-5 coming. Dano Dovicic, fresh off leading Team USA to gold at the FINA Intercontinental Tournament, was a double gold for Team USA in New Zealand, both the men and the women sharing the podium together. A cool moment there to see them both compete at the same event and both win gold. Doesn't happen all that often outside of the Pan American Games. And so he's in the process of building his team. 2 more big events for both national teams on the way this summer, with the FINA World League Super Final coming up and then the FINA World Cup to follow.
You'll see when teams are playing 5-on-5 or in these 5-on-5 situations that they'll be a lot more mobile to try to create opportunity.
Deflection. And Cal controls it. And now we'll get a stoppage here. Looks like we're back to 6-on-6 here. Seemed as if Masmenides came in a bit earlier on the Cal side. University sub was nowhere near re-entering. Referee Hadi Farid checking with the table here. Referees do have wireless headsets they can communicate to each other, so if it looks like they're talking to nobody, they're actually talking to each other on the headset.
That's what's going on there.
Which wireless communication is not a new invention, but it is a wonderful thing for these refs to have, because in water polo to talk, they have to go all the way around. And at these larger pools, that's a lengthy walk just to meet up and chat.
It takes some time, and then everyone just watches them as they walk around the pool.
That's a lot of pressure for the ref. They have
That's
to
what
walk.
I'm saying.
It's a clean walk they've got to make around the pool without falling in or falling down.
Bit of a parade to talk about the details.
Yep, yep. Much easier if they can just get on the two-way. So whatever it was, they've got it figured out. And we're back to 6-on-6 in the field. 1:32 to play, first half. And a steal. And that is Dunstan getting out in that passing lane, forcing the turnover. Now Vavic moving ahead. Unguarded Vavic. Back of the net.
Great lead, giving himself a lot of time to pick up that ball and put it where he wants it.
Marko Vavic. And you saw Calston, a second defender, back just to try and help cover the cage. Didn't matter. And an 8-3 lead for University. This was a fairly close game not long ago. And University has taken control here with a 5-goal lead here in Berkeley, California at the Speaker Aquatics Complex, home of the Cal Bears. And an 8-3 lead now for University. University and Cal were tied at 3 with about 90 seconds left in the first quarter. And since then, all University leading here 8-3.
When there's that large of a momentum shift, it's really hard to break. Really becomes more of a mental game than anything else.
And they put another score on the pile. And now 9-3 University. Looks like Quentin Osborne connecting.
As a team, you have to get on the same page about how you want to stop the other team, right? So whether it's, okay, no more stops, not focusing on maybe just scoring, but hey, let's put all of our energy into defense at this point, or let's just put our energy into safe passes. Keep it simple, one thing at a time, and get everyone on the same page.
Bad pass there. And University has done a nice job forcing turnovers here. They've been aggressive on those passes, contesting every ball. On the other end, and another double exclusion here in the backcourt. And a couple of guys are leaving for the majority of these contests. So that's Cade Cruz for Cal, and then Thomas Dunstan for University, both rolled from this match. And they were caught up in the backcourt. And while play was advancing, they were tangled up. And officials stopped play and said, hang on, before we go any further, you two can leave for good. 8 seconds left here in the half. So that just slowed the momentum here a bit for University. They'll try and make a play. Working inside, and they draw a penalty. So much for momentum slowed. They went right to work drawing a penalty with less than 2 seconds to play here in the first half. Penalty shot coming for University. Johnny Hooper will look to add one more and put University up 10-3 at the half. Bar out, couldn't put it home. Rebound, Oliveira, that's all for the first half. And despite the miss, University didn't do much else wrong. And over those first 2 quarters, they lead 9-3 at the break. We're back with the third here live on USA Water Polo TV.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
Second half begins in Berkeley, and University being a rude visitor here to the home team Cal, ahead 9-3 in this National League Championship match as we work towards the semifinals. And University looking to advance. They would meet the New York Athletic Club if they can hold on here. And our second semifinal coming up later this afternoon. Our next game to be played here at 2:15 p.m. local time, Olympic Club, LA Athletic Club. That's our first semifinal. Our second semifinal at 4:45 p.m. New York Athletic Club versus the winner here. Start the third quarter. Cal gets on the exclusion, trying to work their way back in. And Wolf closing off the near side. Denies that one, the Huntington Beach native with the big block. Other end now, University looking to score, but a tip away. Hoover from behind picks the pocket. Nicely done on defense. Delagrammaticus moving in now for the Bears. Goes Masmanitas. Exclusion. Six on 5 now for the Bears. This would be a big way to start the half. Behind his head, knocked away. Delagrammaticus went inside Masmanitas, tried to just bat it behind him. And a stop there by Wolf.
That's the type of shot that looks really good when it goes in, and when it doesn't,
It's like, what were you thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
But trying to make something out of nothing there. The ball in a tight spot. The exclusion on the other end. Quinton Osborne working in close off the post on the second attempt.
After drawing that ejection and working in set, quickly going into that post position and getting a quick pass back to you, it's hard to gather your legs and be in a position to get a good shot off.
And Hoover, who was excluded, returns. Wolf there again for the stop. Little give and go. Hooper snuffed out by Oliveira. Bernardo de Oliveira coming up with the denial and a little energy on the back end.
The intensity is definitely raising in here as frustrations are starting to head a bit.
Cal gives away a 6-on-5 with a bad pass, had a power play set up, threw it right into the hands of University, and here's Wolf. Talk about development for the USA squads. This is development for this Cal Bears team as they look towards their season this fall. A great opportunity as they've used their play dates here in the National League in 2018 to really get their team in position for the fall.
There we go, great steal by Cal.
This is Hamming moving in. Puts on the brakes, but a Wolf swallows it up. And a timeout called by University. And you get the sense things are getting a bit heated here away from the ball. We've seen a couple of times now where they've had to call double exclusions. We saw two guys rolled earlier on a double exclusion.
it's so important when the game gets to this point not to get caught up in those one-on-one battles, right? The moment that you're focusing on the one-on-one battles, you've lost the team, you've lost where the ball's at, you've lost the game, right? So it's important to stay in the moment and locked in with your teammates and staying in the flow of the game rather than disrupting that with getting into the ticky-tacky in the backcourt or pulling or pushing off or anything like that. The second you put your energy there, you're not in the game.
Cammie Craig, Greg Meskel here with you. Cammie, you played that center position for so long. How did you refrain from times when you were getting poked and prodded and people hanging all over you from just flipping out a bit and trying to move people around?
I mean, it's definitely a mindset. You have to be okay with having a piano dropped on your head and give it a smile and get right back to it. I think, it's a bit of a kookiness, if you will, that comes with the position of going in and getting beat up over and over again. But at the end of the day, I was far more valuable in set than I was in the ejection box or even sitting on the bench. So keeping that in mind, the way you respond is going to affect how the game's played and the value of us working together as a team.
Offensive now. And then a timeout called. And so Cal will call for time. And now Cal will talk things over. You talked about that being able to refrain from some of that physical play, and you were seeing it there again in transition, guys getting tangled and just having to figure out how can they extract themselves from each other without getting too heated.
Right.
Easier said than done, of course, when you're in the game, in the flow.
Right. And I mean, a lot of that is preparation before you even get there. So setting your body up for not getting tangled, right? So a lot of times we get stuck in the moment where we're wrapped up with another player and you're thinking, man, how did I get here? Was it the way that you maybe delayed and you didn't react when the ball turned over 1 second before? But there's a way to put your body in a position to where you're not getting tangled up with the opponent, right? Easier said than done.
Cal on the advantage. There was an exclusion called there quickly before the timeout called by Kirk Everest. Under 4 to play, third quarter. Bears working around the perimeter. Wolf tips it away on the try by Simsek. Back to even strength as the ball comes in at 2 meters. Bears on the extended attack here. Firing that pass inside. That was a tough one to handle. A rocket on the hand there, 2 meters.
Sounded like some jammed fingers to me.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good. The other way, here's Dobe moving in. Threads that inside. What a pass!
Nicely done. Snuck it right in there, skimming right to the outside hand, away from the defender.
And it was Halleck that put that one away. All off the pass from Dobe. And a 10-3 lead for University. Ordinary, Masmanides. Too much on it, puts it high. Cal with some pressure here. University breaks through it. And exclusion. Power play to University. Hoover going off for Cal. 6-on-5, University. Dobey threads the needle and then hits it from the outside. A pass, then the shot. Nicely done.
Almost lulling the goalie to sleep, just very calm, composed.
Goalie didn't have much of a chance to move.
Right, looking as if he's going to pass the ball off. Nice wrist shot.
So 11-3, make it. Let's double check the score here. As University has pulled away. It is 11-3 the lead for University.
University is playing incredibly tight defense, leading to these counterattacks.
Tip out there.
It's almost as if they're going for the steal every time.
We'll see another athlete sent off here. An exclusion and then rolled out. It's going to be Quentin Osborne. And Cal responds with a score. Vasily Savaris hitting from the outside, so a much-needed goal back here.
They've been waiting to convert a 6-on-5 for a while now, so good to see it come together for them.
So much needed there for the Cal Bears, but still a long way off the lead here, trailing 11-4. Coming up next, we'll have the LA Athletic Club taking on the Olympic Club in our first semifinal match. Then we'll go semifinal for 1st through 4, then semifinal for 5 through 8, and then back to a 1st through 4, and then close it out with a 5 through 8 semifinal this evening at 6 p.m. A few fakes and a cross cage on the money. Cavanaugh hitting. And University makes it 12-4.
It doesn't feel like it's a 12-4 game with the intensity of the play. It really is engaging watching these athletes go for it every possession.
Yeah, I would agree with you. The energy, the effort we've seen, it's not indicative of a game that's this lopsided. Less than a minute to play, 3rd quarter. In front and knocked away, and Alex Wolf controls once again. Alex Wolf, 6 saves, 2 steals so far in this one. On the other end, an ordinary called. And field blocked out of play. Good defense there from Cal. They've had their moments in this game. Part of the struggle has been putting it together, as you've talked about, consistency,
Right.
a key. Dangerous entry, easy steal. And then as time expires, Wolf lets it go, but we've reached the end of 3. University well on their way to semifinal play here at the National League Championship. We'll take a timeout and return with the 4th on USA Water Polo TV.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Cap 7 is the proud sponsor of USA Water Polo. Cap 7 is the best ball in the world.
Fourth quarter underway. And Cal controls. They lead, or they trail 12-4. It's University in front. University takes control now. Opening moments, fourth quarter. And another game here that was close early on, but now University has blown it open, holding this 12-4 advantage. Semifinal action to follow. Cavanaugh. A few fakes, comes near side, and that one is good, cross cage. Tyler Abramson, Northern California native, able to drill that shot.
Great setup on that. Strong fake, no look pass over, really making the goalie dive to try to get that save.
Minute gone by, fourth quarter. That shot attempt goes a bit high at the goal. And out of play, and it's back to University. And they've gone to their backup goalkeeper. Jack Turner has come on for the University squad with this one well in hand. Dobé goes inside. And an offensive. Was trying to set things up in close for Blake Parrish. Dobé had that beautiful pass earlier. Can see the frustration in you, the center. You so wanted that pass to get in.
I did. I would have rather the call go the other way. I mean, it's a nice setup and a good move.
Turner controlling here as Cal has really struggled to keep pace offensively with the University team.
You can see the fourth quarter setting in. It's slowing down just a bit with the intensity and energy of this game. You know this game is going to take a lot out of these athletes who then have to show up for their second game at some point today.
De Oliveira there with the stop. Yeah, fairly quick turnaround as we look towards the afternoon schedule. Loser here, we know, won't have to play until 6 p.m., so a little bit of a break, but winner's going to come back at 4:45. That is not much downtime.
No.
Exclusion in transition. And a timeout called by Cal with 5:51 to play in the fourth quarter. The rest of the schedule here today coming up at 2:15 p.m. Pacific. First semifinal, Olympic Club and the LA Athletic Club. Then at 3:30 p.m. in that loser bracket, USA Youth and Alumni. Back to our second semifinal, which if things hold right now, as you'd expect they would, New York will take on University at 4:45, and then we'll close things out at 6 p.m. with this Cal team, unless they can rally. And they'll be taking on the loser of our third game, which was USA Collegiate, who really struggled against the New York Athletic Club. Excellent weather day here in Berkeley on campus at the University of California. Cal Day as well, so a lot of students, alumni out and about. Did you ever come here on a recruiting trip?
I did.
It was one of the many folks that were after your services?
Yeah, no, it was I had a good group of girls on that recruiting trip with me that we all played youth team together and played against each other in high school. So
redirect in front and a goal. Nice job there by the Bears. That was David Feingold in close. That makes it 13-5. Nice passing inside. Turnover in transition. Bears have it on the attack. Here's Hamming. Chase Hamming lets it fly off the post. Jack Turner closing off that near side. Approaching 5 minutes to play in the fourth. They go back inside. Pass too hot to handle for Parrish. It leads to the counter for the Bears. They can't convert off of that. Ball turns over. On the attack, Hoover didn't even realize the ball was right next to him, I don't think. And we go the other direction. Abramson. Again, working for 2 meters, but you can see Cal is keeping somebody close. Masmanitas ready for the double team. They go inside anyway. Here comes the double and the steal. Working for Parrish in front of the cage.
Nice little thread the needle pass, but I think it caught the center off guard. I took a few center passes to the face from Brenda Villa to learn my lesson. Finally, she had the very upfront conversation of, when I have the ball in my hand, be ready for the pass. And I thought, all right, let's go. Game on.
That works.
Took a few to the face to learn it, but hey.
The stove is hot. You'll learn eventually.
Yes.
Under 4 to play, fourth quarter. Ordinary called. And then an offensive.
Another Brenda Villa lesson. Hey, if you earn a 5-meter, get the ball and bring it to me. No problem. I could do that as well.
Yes, boss.
A lot of fun playing with her. I had my Brendar. I'd always find her in the transition.
Your Brendar, that's
my
great.
Brendar.
Wave off that attempt. Inside 5 on the restart. And then a timeout called by University. So Coach Dovicic will talk things over. Brenda Villa, since you brought her up, a lot of accolades on the way. Going into the International Swimming Hall of Fame in Florida on May 19th. And then she will go into the USA Water Polo Hall of Fame on June 8th in Irvine. So she is on the banquet tour coming up over the next couple of months.
And so well deserved, obviously. I mean, someone I looked up to growing up. You know, I didn't know many names on the women's national team. I'd only been playing water polo for a short time, but Brenda Villa was one of the first that I had learned. Playing with her was some of the most fun I had had. 2012, finally getting to the top of the podium and winning a gold medal for her and Heather Petrie. Fourth Olympics, trying to get that gold medal. They had won silver, bronze, and silver. Finally getting the gold and just saying, there you go.
Yep.
Go take a nap. You've done good, girls.
Go take a nap.
Enjoy this.
And just her notoriety, it still continues today in the water polo world, but you'd go to some of these tournaments in different countries and people would come out of the woodwork just to see her or ask about her. You know, yeah, great, the team is here, but where's Brenda Villa?
Right. She's an incredible player. Just super intelligent. She was seeing things in the game before they even happened. And, you know, we talked about communication early on and how important that is and how it can give you confidence as a player. And, man, I had my ears wide open for her communication.
Yeah.
We played together on the same side defensively, and I just listened. You got it, Brenda.
And we're talking Hall of Fame. Worth mentioning the rest of that USA Water Polo Hall of Fame class. Brenda's longtime teammate, your teammate as well, Heather Petrie, will go in. A coach you all know well, Guy Baker, going to the USA Water Polo Hall of Fame. Since we're here at Cal, one of the all-time greats, Chris Humbert, will head to the USA Water Polo Hall of Fame. And then, of course, the late Scott Hinman, well known throughout water polo, especially in the Irvine area as well. So 5 deserving inductees. As a save there from De Oliveira. We'll head in on June 8th at Hotel Irvine in Irvine, California. More information on that at usawaterpolo.org. Then we'd expect, Cammie, your time is coming as well once the requisite years have passed out of the game.
Always got to put in your time.
University's put in the time here in this one, 13-5. Took control of this game in the first half and haven't looked back. Cal still some fight. Chase Hamming with the steal. And this one, they have all their pieces. This is a very good Cal team. They're spread a little thin right now with some of their guys representing Team USA, other clubs. But this fall, they will be a team to reckon with per usual. Under 2 minutes left now. Kick out against Cal. Hoover goes off. Power play now for University. Abramson. A few fakes and the shot and score. Cavanaugh with all kinds of patience. Take another look here.
Just to echo what you said, great patience there, but you watch the defense in front of him drop his arms and then allows for that lane to go right into the cage.
And that's just a waiting game there to see who will fall down first, right? Shooter waiting on the defenders to drop.
I mean, the defender could have easily held his hand the whole time and then knocked him with the hand up, but he got over anxious and then started dropping his hands as he's moving out. As always, you run the risk of leaving that door open.
Offensive called. University will control. Semi-final play to follow. LA Athletic Club shorthanded coming back to defeat Alumni. They'll take on Olympic Club, the #1 seed in this weekend's tournament. On the water inside, easy steal. Hamming steps up. Less than a minute to play as De Oliveira works it ahead to Miles O'Brien Tritty. Entry into 2. And University comes up with another steal. Cal has turned it over quite a bit. So down to 15 seconds left here in the 4th. Shot clock expires. Last chance here for Cal. And they put it away. Hamming goes cross cage on the skip. It's a nice finish for Chase Hamming and the Bears with less than a second to play. So they'll take the loss here, but pick up a nice final goal. They'll put it in play. And that'll do it. University takes this one 14-6 in convincing fashion. They will play New York Athletic Club in the second semifinal. So our Final Four is set here in the National League Championship. Full results at thefosh.net. We are back with our first semifinal. Olympic Club, LA Athletic Club. Stay with us right here live on USA Water Polo TV.